Rizal's life, exile, trial, and death. Reasons for Rizal's arrest. When Rizal returned to Manila on June 26, 1892, he was already branded an enemy of the state because of his novels No Limit Tangere and El Filibusterismo. He established La Liga Filipina, a peaceful reformist group which alarmed the Spanish authorities. Just days later, on July 6, 1892, he was arrested. Governor General Oligio Despujol ordered his arrest to appease the friars, citing Rizal's anti-Catholic and anti-friar writings. Rizal exiled in Dapitan 1892 to 1896. Rizal winning the lottery in September 1892. Rizal won the second prize in a Manila lottery, earning 6,200 pesos. He used part of this to buy land in Talisay near Dapitan. Rizal life in Dapitan. His life in Dapitan was simple and productive. His family visited often to ease his loneliness. He built a house, a school, and a small hospital in Talisay. In a letter to his friend Blumentritt, dated December 19, 1893, he described his peaceful life in Dapitan. Rizal as a physician, he treated many patients, most of whom were poor, and often gave them free medicine. His fame as an eye specialist attracted people from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and even Hong Kong. Community projects. Rizal helped drain marshes to fight malaria and installed coconut oil strength lamps around town. He created a large relief map of Mindanao in the town plaza, which he used to teach geography. Rizal artistic works. He painted for the Sisters of Charity and created sculptures such as The Mother's Revenge, The Dapitan Girl, a wood carving of Josephine Bracken, a bust of St. Paul for Father Pastels. Rizal contribution to science. Rizal collected 346 shells representing 203 species. Some rare discoveries were named after him, like Draco rizali, Abogania rizali, Rhacophorus rizali. Rizal as an educator. In 1893, he opened a school for boys. Instead of paying tuitions, students worked in his garden and helped with community projects. Subjects included reading, writing, Spanish, English, math, geography, science, and even values education.
Water system for Dapitan. Rizal held the title of expert surveyor perito agrimensor, which he obtained from Ateneo in Dapitan. He applies his knowledge in engineering by constructing a system of waterworks in order to furnish clean water to the townspeople without any aid from the government. He succeeded in giving good water system for drinking and irrigation to Dapitan, and accordingly, linguistic studies. He also, on April 5, 1896, his last year of exile in Dapitan, he wrote a Blumentritt, I know already Visayan and speak it quite well. By this time, Rizal could rank with the world's great linguist. He knew 22 languages as follows: Tagalog, Ilocano, Visayan, Subanon, Latin, Greek, English, French, German, Arabic, Malay, Hebrew, Sanskrit, Dutch, Catalan, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, Swedish, and Russian. So, Rizal as a farmer. Rizal bought 16 hectares of land in Talisay, where he built his home, school, and hospital, and planted cacao, coffee, sugarcane, coconuts, and fruit trees. Later, the total holding reached 70 hectares, containing 6,000 hemp plants, 1,000 coconut trees, and numerous fruit trees, sugarcane, corn, and coffee, and cacao. He introduced modern agricultural methods to the Dapitan farmers and imported agricultural machinery from the United States. Rizal's inventions. So he invented a wooden machine for making bricks. This machine could make about 6,000 bricks daily. In 1887, while practicing medicine in Calamba, he invented a cigarette lighter which he sent to Blumentritt and called it sulpukan, made of wood, and its mechanism is based on the principle of compressed air. Thanks.
Trial. Journey of Jose Rizal to Bagumbayan from his last homecoming to his trial. Jose Rizal left the Pitan on the midnight of July 31, 1896, boarding in the steamer España. On August 6, 1896, he missed the mail boat to Spain. On September 3, 1896, bearing letters for introduction from the Governor-General to the Secretaries of War and Foreign Affairs in Spain, Jose Rizal departed for Barcelona on board the steamer island de Pinay. 15 days before his departure, Katipunan was betrayed on August 1896. Katipunan was discovered by the 5th Mariano Hill members, and supposed members of the Katipunan were arrested and tortured until they revealed the names of other supposed members. At least there were 4,377 people arrested. Bonifacio himself and most of the leaders escaped to safe hiding places. The Special Military Court supposed Rizal to appear before them. When the Isla de Penay reached Zeus, a cable waited it, ordering the immediate arrest of Jose Rizal and his return to Manila for trial. On November 3, 1896, Rizal, heavily guarded, reached Manila and was locked in Fort Santiago. His brother Pasiano was tortured with a screw which was twisted into his left hand, while a pen was thrust into his right hand to make him sign a statement that his brother Rizal had been connected with the Katipunan. Pasiano could not sign. Preliminary investigation. The preliminary investigations of Rizal case began on November 20, 1890 that ran for 5 days. After the investigation, Rizal was said to have been informed of the charge against him before a judge advocate Francisco Olive. He was accused of being the main organizer of the revolution by having the ideas of rebellion, founding illegal organizations. Rizal pleaded not guilty and even wrote manifesto appealing to the revolutionaries to discontinue the uprising. Rizal was presented with 2 cases of evidence, documentary evidence, and testimonials which he could not refute. The documentary evidence included but not limited to the following: the letters. The preliminary investigation of Rizal began on November 20, 1896 and lasted 5 days. He was accused of dealing the revolution through his writing and founding illegal groups. Rizal denied the charge and called for peace. However, strong documentary and testimonial evidence was used against him.
Testimonies against Rizal were given by Martin Constantino, Aguedo del Rosario, Jose Reyes, Moises Salvador, Jose Dizon, Domingo Franco, Diodato Arellano, Pio Valenzuela, Antonio Salazar, Francisco Quizon, and Timoteo Paez Rizal. However, did not know or had not met most of the people included in the list. Trial Rizal was immediately sent to trial and held in prison after the evidence were reviewed. Alongside his incarceration, his properties were seized as indemnity, and he had to pay 1 million pesos instead of a civilian lawyer, and an army officer, Luis Travial de Andrade, represented Rizal in court. Several people testified against Jose Rizal during his trial. However, Rizal said he did not know or had never met most of them. After the evidence was reviewed, Rizal was immediately arrested and put in the prison. His properties were also taken as payment, and he was ordered to pay 1 million pesos instead of having a civilian lawyer. Rizal was defended in court by an army officer named Lieutenant Luis Traviel de Andrade. During the trial, Rizal defended himself when he said that he did not question the jurisdiction of the court, but he had nothing to admit on the charges against him as well as on the declaration of the witnesses who testified against him. What he only needed to clarify was the charge that he dealt with political matters while in exile. Rizal lawyer Lieutenant Luis Traviel de Andrade tried his best to save Rizal. However, on December 26, 1896, the trial ended and the sentence was read. Jose Rizal was found guilty and sentenced to death by firing squad. Dr. Rizal said he respected the court but did not admit to the things he was being accused of. He also said he didn't know the people who spoke against him. He only wanted to explain one thing, that was not involved in politics while he was in exile. His lawyer, Lieutenant Luis Traviel de Andrade, tried hard to defend him, but on December 26, 1896, the trial ended and the court found Rizal guilty. He was sentenced to die by firing squad. During the trial on December 28, 1896, Governor General Camilo de Polavieja signed the order for Rizal execution. He said Rizal would be shot by a firing squad at 7 in the morning on December 30. On the morning of December 29, Captain Rafael Dominguez told Rizal about his execution. Rizal was then moved to the prison chapel, where he spent his last hour. During this time, Rizal wrote his longest and final poem, Mi Ultimo Adios, My Last Farewell, when his mother and sister visited him on December 29. He gave away his last belongings. He gave a small gas lamp to his sister, Trinidad, and quietly said, "There is something inside." Later, Trinidad and her sister Maria found the hidden poem inside the lamp.
At 3:30 in the morning of December 30, 1896, F.R. Balaguer led a mass. Rizal once again made a confession and received communion at 6:30 in the morning of December 30, 1896. Rizal, in black suit with his arm tied behind his back, walked to Bagumbayan. At 5 a.m., he ate his last breakfast and autographed some memorabilia. Rizal and Josephine Bracken was canonically blessed as husband and wife by F.R. Balaguer. For the last time, he wrote a letter to his parents, Lumentrip and Pasiano, that up to the last minute at Port Santiago, Rizal defied orders from his captors as he was instructed to face the sea and turn his back against the firing squad. But Rizal wanted to other. Instead, he faced the firing squad to show his innocence of the charges thrown at him. But the Spanish authorities forced him to face backwards and shot him at the back instead of the head. Upon hearing the squad commanders shout out "Fuego," fire, Rizal turned to face the firing squad. The shot at the back allowed him to turn his body sideways and fell on the ground with his face upward. Rizal's last word has that a Jesus Christ was consumed, it is finished. That Rizal died offering his life for his country and its freedom. His death sparked the revolution in the country against the Spanish government, which ruled Las Islas Filipinas, now the Philippines, from 1565 to 1898. The Philippine independence struggle turned more violent after Rizal's death. It was led first Andres Bonifacio and later by Emilio Aguinaldo. Rizal's death filled the rebels with new determination. I wish to show those who deny us patriotism that we know how to die for our country and conviction. Jose Rizal.